What are you hearing about food processing centers shutting down due to coronavirus concerns? And how safe is our food supply? What are some of the ways you have heard processing facilities are adhering to social distancing guidelines? Should food handlers be wearing masks? Is there anything that can, okay. And there's another one here about anything can be done to avoid wasting milk that is being dumped by dairy producers. So just in general, when you're talking about food processing centers, we have had food processing centers that have had people test positive. For example, in Grand Island, we mobilized a lot of resources to be able to do that testing, send additional people there to do the contact tracing to get people isolated. I've been on the phone with food processors talking to them about, actually I've been on with both management and union representatives talking about what we can do with regard to our factories to be able to make sure they continue to supply. I have not heard of any in the state of Nebraska that have closed down, though, again, I know that we've got a number that have had positive testings in their facilities. And, for example, some of them, what I've seen them doing to be able to do it are having everybody wear masks, to taking temperatures of people who are coming into their facilities to make sure nobody's got a fever, putting up plexiglass walls between workstations to help create some of that distance or isolation or that separation, doing that in lunchrooms, spreading out lunchrooms. So there's a number of facilities that are doing a variety of different things with regard to how they can do social distancing in an environment that is very challenging to do social distancing in. But it's absolutely important we keep our food processing facilities going. This is vital to make sure we continue to have that strong supply chain here in the United States. Here in Nebraska, you know, we're the beef state. We feed the world, and it's important that we continue to do that we feed not only ourselves but our country and continue that strong supply chain. So we will continue to work with companies to be able to make sure we're doing all we can to keep those supply lines open. And is there anything can be done? Oh, okay. Is there anything can be done with regards to the milk? And again, part of that, I've asked those questions as well. We do have some of our dairy producers that are dumping raw milk, not just here in Nebraska, but across the country. And it's a kind of a logistics issue, right? This is milk that was generally going to large consumers of it, like restaurants and schools and so forth. And so not necessarily meant for going to your grocery store. So there is a logistical challenge there. But we're going to continue to look to see if there's things we can do along those lines. But again, it's just kind of the nature of the supply lines on how that works. Jack Harms for KNOP, the governor's reaction to the outbreak of COVID-19 in Callaway at the Callaway Good Life Center. What type of support are they receiving? And again, I just want to compliment the two public health districts in working together with the state and Great Plains and North Platte. Mel McNay, their CEO, has just been a fantastic partner through all of this. This is a situation very similar to Carter House and Blair, in that we had a nursing facility that was having difficulty isolating their residents who were tested positive just because of the nature of the layout. And so working together with Great Plains and Loop Basin and West Central Public Health Districts, those folks were moved from the facility into Great Plains and North Platte to be able to help take care of them. So again, great cooperation by everybody around the state to be able to work or to make that work. So I want to thank everybody who helped us address that situation there.